Welcome back everyone to today's video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the snow latest for Thursday and Friday mostly, but there is some snow around for the next couple of days anyway. Tuesday, Wednesday, mostly in northern areas, but even parts further south could see a little bit of snow. So without further ado, we are going to get straight into this. Just want to say thanks for all the support on the channel lately. We have had a quick break, but we are back now, so we are gonna not waste any time because we have got quite a lot of data to show, so we're gonna get straight into this. So first of all, we have got yellow snow and ice warning over parts of Scotland and Shetland, mostly in the western part of Scotland, as the east are not as much in them northerly winds. But we are seeing quite a lot of snow showers packing into parts of Scotland at the moment, bringing quite a lot of snow. As I say, snow showers are mainly affecting the north of Scotland on Tuesday into Wednesday. It will bring accumulations of 1 to 3 centimetres quite widely, and perhaps 5 to 8 centimetres in some places. And there has been wet weather, so the ice will start to prep up a little bit. So that's what we look like for Scotland. So that is all the warnings up there for Tuesday and Wednesday. But as we go into Thursday, you can see there's more of a widespread warning just here, as you can see, for parts of Northern Ireland and the more central parts of England, Northern England, Manchester in this warning as well, Sheffield, places like that. As you can see, it is very tight. Places like Derby, Nottingham, just here, Cheadle, Stoke-on-Trent, they're all right on the edge of the warning, and the problem with this is we're not sure where this warning will end up. This warning could end up extending, but at the moment it is looking like this. But for places like Stoke-on-Trent and other places in the North Midlands, I think you could expect quite a bit of snow, even if the warning area isn't on yet at the moment, because that warning area does extend all the way down here, as you can see. So I think that warning area is probably going to be extended a bit, but I'm not sure. But if this warning area does end up being something like that, I wouldn't be surprised, because it is looking like that snow could really be quite widespread, even as far south as Birmingham, to start the day off. But we'll have to see what the outcome ends up being, but it will obviously change. But at the moment the warning is sitting like that. But even if you're not in this warning area, just be aware there is a lot of snow around on Thursday. Even though it might melt quickly after, there is some around. Okay, now let's show you the precipitation type chart from the Met Office. So let's show you that right now. Okay, so we're going to start off around midnight on Thursday as this area is moving into the country. So as you can see, once again, a lot of snow showers over Scotland. Once again, no surprise. Very common that we see snow over Scotland in February. Anyway, so that's not really anything out of the ordinary. But you see this weather front just here, and there is cold air in place over the UK just here. We've got cold in place here, and we've got the mild air here, but there's also moisture in that mild air. So with the moisture here, it's going to push up into that cold air, and it could produce some snow, especially areas around there. So it is looking quite interesting as we get to this point. So let's run this through a little bit. So if we go through the early hours, we look like this, and as you can see, it is turning a little bit sleety over Northern Ireland just there, as you can see, and mostly rain though over some parts of England and Wales. But here's where it gets interesting. As we move into around 5 o'clock, everyone will start waking up over Northern Ireland and over Ireland and Northern Wales. We see it turns readily to snow, especially over the hills, but even to more lower lying areas. Now as we move through, this area of snow expands to places from Ireland, maybe just getting into a bit of Northern Ireland just there, and then into widespread over Wales and North Midlands, central parts of the Midlands as well, even maybe getting as far south as places like Birmingham early on in the day. As you can see, that snow continues to strengthen and it does become quite a wide area by this point. As you can see, most places, even south of that warning area, look like they're going to see snow within that, and then it backs off, and then we see another band what brings a little bit more snow for parts of the Pennines and places over the hills, especially if you're over 200 meters. Think you'll see a bit of snow. Then that backs off. Then once again we get the mild air starting to push in once again. So it does look like we are going to see quite a lot of snow for some areas as we move into Thursday. If it's for parts where the warning isn't, we'll have to see, but we'll definitely see some somewhere. Just where it is. And the situation when it happens as well will really affect if there is any disruption. So that is really what the Met Office is saying at the moment. Now I'll show you some weather central diagrams to show you a bit more in depth of what is going on at the moment. Okay, so now if we have a look at the snow depth for Birmingham, we'll see that there is still quite a big snow spike. As you can see, there's a couple just here, but that is unlikely that anything will happen of that. But as you can see, on Thursday just here, we have got around dinner time, we've got a very large chunk of the ensemble members from the GFS going for around 2 centimetres, and even some going for around 10 centimetres up here for Birmingham. So that is obviously looking quite good there, but it's not overly good for people who want a lot of snow, but it is still saying that there's definitely a chance of some flakes and maybe a centimetre or two settling on the ground. If we go a bit further north though to Stoke-on-Trent, you can see that there is much more of a chance that it's gonna snow here, and it does look likely that there is some disruptive snow here, with most of the ensembles going for around 5 centimetres and quite a large portion going from 10 to 15 centimetres there as well. So it definitely does look even better for places in the North Midlands and places like that. Just an example, of course. And then if we travel even a little bit further north to Sheffield, you can see that there is spikes around 8 centimetres with most of them. So it does look likely that areas from the North Midlands up towards Derbyshire, Sheffield, up the Pennine stretch, that they will probably get the most of the snow on Thursday. But you could see some snow anywhere really, but it looks likely in them areas that there is a higher chance. But of course this area will keep changing, and it will really establish where this area of snow will be, but it could be anywhere still, so don't get your hopes down if you're not in any of these areas, because it could always go 20 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles south, 100 miles north, so anything could happen really. Okay, so this is the latest from the UKV model, one of the most high resolution models from the Weather Outlook. So we're going to have to look at this right now. So once again, we have got some wintry showers over Scotland at the moment. This weather front pushing south as well. So around now we see this weather front push south with quite a lot of heavy rain for parts, slowing up as well, and then we see very heavy snow into Scotland by this point. It does look quite significant in parts of Scotland by early hours tomorrow. We continue to see them wintry showers into Scotland. Then here we go. We see this weather front pushing north just here. Here is the weather front. It's just bumping into this colder air just here. And with the moisture, this is where we could produce the snow in areas like that. So snow is possible, definitely, as we go into Thursday. Run this through, you can see turns readily to snow over Wales and parts of more central England, northern England and North Midlands, and really starts to ramp up as we go into Thursday, 9 o'clock Thursday dinner time. Look at how widespread that area is. So if that was the case, then that warning area would definitely be extended, because that is definitely more widespread than what the Met Office area has suggested. Then that eases off a little bit, with still snow around the Pennines and hills, and that carries on into Friday for some parts, before clearing off and Scotland then go and see some more snow in the hills. Okay, so I think that is most of the stuff we got to show you for today's video. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.